Well today and having a fun time on your downsizing journey. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting us, and hopefully the things that I'm going through in my own downsizing simplification experience are helpful to you too. I wrote an article that I wanted just to talk about a little bit because it's actually a turning point for me and something that I've been doing as I travel for years, and is part of this learning to simplify process. Now, I watched a TED talk once by a man called Jamie Lerner, who was the mayor of Curitiba in Brazil, and he said that creativity comes about when you drop a zero from your budget. He reinvented Curitiba, the town, in a sustainable way, and his whole idea was that the less you have to work with, the more creative you can be. And so when I looked at that TED talk and thought, maybe that's how you apply to downsizing too. That when you travel, for example, you don't need to take as much, and maybe freedom and that sense of liberation comes from dropping a zero from the number of things that you take on your trip. And I've always taken something what I refer to jokingly as my just-in-case bag. And my just-in-case bag was, I used to make a kind of a joke about it. It's like I would have everything in there that I might need when I traveled. And it, was arranged from, an ankle brace because I often twist my ankle, to batteries, to extra glasses, to extra, you just name the extra. Things I might lose, things I might need. And this is in addition, of course, to the things I really, truly do need in my just-in-case bag, like medicines and so on, and a passport and that kind of thing. But I used to always take this just-in-case bag, and it was actually pretty big, and it was, it took up a lot of space. But I went on a trip recently to Porto, and it was just a short trip, but I went and forgot my just-in-case bag. I just forgot to take it. And surprisingly, I didn't lose my glasses. I didn't break my ankle. I didn't need extra batteries. I didn't need an extra mouse for my computer. All the things that I had in this just-in-case bag, I didn't use. And it made me think that, maybe I didn't need my just-in-case bag, because pretty much everything that I could have possibly wanted was there. I was in a town, Porto isn't like London, but it's certainly got good little shops that sell batteries, and I probably could have found a bandage to put around my ankle had I twisted it again. So I think the point is, being prepared is good. Being prepared when you travel or just in life is good. But how many of those things do you have in your garage that are just in case? I'm gonna tell you a funny story, and you'll laugh. Those of you who are my age will remember this. Do you remember in the year 2000, everybody thought the world was going to end? Because basically the computers around the world had not been programmed to go to 2001, and the year 2000 was going to be the end of the world. And so all us crazy people did things like, we got stocks of food and extra batteries and a generator, and we really thought, end of world was an exaggeration. We just knew that technology might fall apart for a few days or weeks, and that we would need to be prepared. And I just filled my garage with all these crazy just-in-case things. Now that I think about it, I guess I've been doing just in case for a while. But anyway, we realized that, of course, when the bell chimed January 1st, 2001, everything continued as it was. And I still had all these extra things I collected. So that just in case mentality, I think, is where we kind of have to make a shift. So what I've done in my life is I've changed it from what I need to what I think I will need, what I anticipate needing. And so I'm just packing now things that I know I'll need, things that I will know, like the passport, my glasses, for example. You might want to take like a couple of extra medications, or like, for example, I did have in there things like for seasickness, but even when I wasn't cruising, I would travel. So it's just what you need, not what you anticipate you need. And I think in just shifting your mindset to that perspective really makes all the difference. Now, it's lightened my load physically, but it's also lightened my load mentally. I want to just take a note here, because I actually made some notes to myself about this, because if you're going through this just in case mentality with travel like I did, I don't think I'll ever do that again. Look at it in terms of your home. Think about, are there things that you've got just in case, that you probably have had in that just in case corner for a long time, and maybe let them go. Perhaps that's part of the secret to simplifying your life. Learning to simplify your life is to learning to just kind of relax a bit. I mean, the world is now miraculously well stocked, unless you're going to a place where you know for sure that you're not going to have access to things. I mean, if you're going to a country that isn't so developed, you might definitely want to take extra things that they're short of. But most of the time, shops have batteries, and you can usually buy a spare pair of reading glasses in a drugstore just about anywhere. And I'm thinking of all the silly things I had in my just-in-case bag. So anyway, it's just a thought. Tell us about your just-in-case bag or the just-in-case section of your home. Do you have a place where you've kept things that you think you might need in emergency? Some are probably valid, but maybe there's a lot that you could let go. So I hope this has been an interesting conversation and useful to you. I mean, I want this Learn to Simplify site to be practical. I want it to be real. As I've talked about before, there's so many things that older women, people in their 50s and 60s and 70s, are facing with learning to simplify that are different than a younger person. I mean, for them, it may just be letting go of things that you don't have space for or that you bought in a sort of a passion. For us, we've got a lot of things in our lives that are woven into the tapestry of our life. They are part of us. So letting go of those things, letting go of the mindset, not so much even the things, is really important. So for me, I'm going to try letting go of my just-in-case bag. I'm going to try to take with me the things that I know I'll need, not the things that I think I'll need. And maybe that will just make the whole process of travel and just, I guess, enjoying and embracing the serendipity of travel, whatever happens, and just being prepared, but not overly, prepared. What do you think? Let me know what you think about. Have you got a just-in-case bag or a corner of the house just in case? Look forward to reading your comments and joining the conversation with you. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so, if you enjoyed this video, and we'll let you know when the next one comes out. And check out our website at learntosimplify.com. Thanks again for being here, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.